Hey, what's up guys, ChillaDeX here, welcome back to more Fate Stay Night, actually. I'm finally gonna continue on with, Unlimited Blade Works. And I've mentioned this a dozen times already, but I have watched the UBW anime. That's why I started playing the visual novel. I don't know the alternate ending, though. I obviously know the true ending that's shown in the anime, but I never watched the OVA that showed the alternate, and from someone told me that the alternate actually misses out on some context. So, you know, it's better than playing the visual novel for it anyway. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. Obviously, once I'm done with this, I'll be able to see the final episode, or final episode that appears after you finish all 3 routes. So yeah, I'll look forward to that. But yeah, I guess we should get started. Load. Yeah, we left off, right after the death scene, I believe. Well, sort of death, but not really. I wake up. I feel sick. My whole body's in pain, and I have a sharp headache each time my heart throbs. I can't remember because of the sharp headache. My body is cold, probably from lying on the floor for a long time. Yeah, that would do it. The only certain thing is my ripped uniform and my own blood on the floor. I get up with a hazy head. The spot where I was lying looks like a murder scene. Had my chest pierced? Yeah, that happened. Bearing the pain, I enter the closest classroom. Moving to the locker with unsteady steps, I take out a mop and a bucket. Yeah, that's my first thought after getting stabbed by whatever, too, is just to clean it up. You know, who knows? I'm still confused. Why do I still have to clean up when I've just met something totally outrageous and been killed instantly? Am I an idiot? A little bit. I wipe the floor with the mop. With unsteady hands, I manage to get the blood wiped off and pick up any trash lying around and put it into my pocket. Maybe I'm destroying the evidence. Hey, Natai. I'm still in a daze, so perhaps that's why I'm doing something so absurd. Sort of. I skipped, because this is actually technically my second session, because I did one session of UBW right after Heaven's Feel, but I was like, you know what, F this, I'm just gonna go to Hollow Ataraxia. So I kind of skipped through most of it already, so I'm just, yeah, on the last bit of it. I put back the mop and bucket and leave the school like a zombie. I get hotter as I walk. The air is so cold, but it feels like my body is burning. Yeah. Still funny how his first instinct after waking up from being nearly killed is to clean it up. When I get home, the day has already changed. There's no one home. Neither Fujine nor Sakura is around now. Yeah, good old house husband Shiro, doing his duty. I collapse to the floor. I lie on the ground and finally calm down. Yeah, he's not okay. Take a deep breath. Well, when I inhale, my heart cries in pain as if cracking apart. No, that's wrong. It wasn't just cracked. It had a hole in it, but it healed, and the wound tries to open up again when I inhale. Ow. Yeah, if you, yeah, pretty much. No, that's wrong too. I wasn't almost killed. I was actually killed. But I'm still alive in spite of that, because someone saved me. Scott, yeah! Like, I don't even want to think about it. I'm sure you will, Shiro. Sure you will. By the way, I saw something that the divergence for the true ending and the other ending is actually really early on. Is that right? I thought I saw something about that where it's like really, really early to make the decision. Since the person was there, that person might have something to do with them. Yeah. But that makes no difference to the fact that the person saved me. I have to thank them one of these days. Yeah, for UW. The moment I let my guard down, the pain returns. At the same time, I feel like vomiting. I sit up and resist the sickness. I place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is ripped. Even though I was saved, I did have a hole in my chest. Yeah. That feeling. Such an unpleasant feeling. A spearhead entering my body isn't something I can forget easily. Yeah, I probably would too. If I close my eyes, it feels like the lance is still in me. I shake off that illusion and try to calm down. The result of all that training every night. Just taking a few deep breaths clears my mind, and the heat and nausea vanish from my body. A man in blue and a man in red. They looked human, but I don't think they were. Were they like ghosts or something? But I've never heard of ghosts with form, able to associate directly with people. And they were talking too. If they have their own will, it's hard for me to think of them as ghosts. I've heard that the only ghosts with a body are spirits, but aren't they shaped differently from humans? No, divergence between a normal depends on certain Saber choices. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, I get that. That must have been it, because, yeah. I don't know. There's another fundamental problem. Those two who were killing each other. The murderous burglar that has appeared in the neighborhood. The ongoing ominous events in Fuyuki City. All I can tell with such thoughts is that it's way out of my league. Yeah. Me first. Oh. That's odd. Wait, what? No, wasn't that function removed in Real Tenua because they completely separated the three? Or... I don't know. Perhaps because the wound on my chest is so vivid. I complain about things I shouldn't. Yeah, okay. That must have made... For the original game, that must have been so annoying, though. Because, like, if you... Because I assume Heaven's Feel you could get by making choices as well. It's like, if you accidentally make too many decisions that get you close to Sakura early on, you can go straight into Heaven's Feel. That must have been, a shock for some people. Who were like, wait, I don't even know fully what's going on and all this shit's happening? Wait, what? Complaining comes later. First, I have to decide whether or not it's my concern. The bell hung from the ceiling rings. This is a Max's house, even if only a poor one. There is a boundary field that alerts me when a stranger enters the property. As I speak, I realize my foolishness. That can't be it. With this timing, right after that strange incident, that can't be it. There's an intruder. Not a burglar, but an assassin who's here for my life. Because I remember that guy saying, "You saw us, so die." Uh-huh. Oh boy. The house is filled with silence. In the silent darkness, the murderous intent I felt at school is slowly drawing closer. My throat gulps. I feel a sharp chill running down my spine. I will be instantly pierced if I move from this room. I frantically contain the scream about to escape my mouth. The instant I release it, the assassin will happily jump in and take the opportunity to kill me. If that happens, it'll be just like before. Unprepared, I'll be pierced by that lance again. The moment I think about it, my breathing goes wild. Damn it. I'm ashamed that I'm about to give my that I'm about to give up my saved life so easily, and that I'm afraid. I mean, I feel like being afraid is reasonable in this situation. Gritting my teeth and holding my chest, I try to restrain myself. Yeah, in Suki, it's even more complicated. It's not uncommon for people to accidentally play the second route first. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting when I get to that. Oh boy, I should get used to it. This is the second time. This is the second time I'm about to be killed. That alone is enough to make me want it to end differently from last time. Besides, I'm a magus. What have I been learning for the past 8 years if I can't even protect my own life? I don't know. Enough thinking. Right now, I just have to counter the intruder. Even though I'm a magus, all I can do is strengthen something that could be a weapon. Well, for now anyway. To fight, I need a weapon. The shed has lots of things that could become weapons, but it's too far away. If I'm attacked when I leave the living room, it will just be a repeat of what happened earlier. It'll be difficult, but I have to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be best. My opponent's weapon is a lance, so something like a knife won't do. It would be great if there were a wooden sword or something, but of course there's nothing. If anything here could be a weapon, it's... You know, gotta do what you gotta... I get... Could he not make it to the kitchen and grab, like, a ladle? Like, a ladle could work, right? Maybe grab that pan as well. Just, you know, like... Pan as a shield. I'm disappointed. Yeah. I mean, I'm tempted to just like skip through to where they encounter Archer and Rin and get to the divergence, but yeah, may as well just continue on like this. Because I kind of want to see the, well, I guess not really see, but you know, go through the Saber Lancer fight again. Sort of fight. Despite that, I'm determined even in this hopeless situation. Things are already as bad as it can be, so they can't get any worse. I guess, yeah. So all I have to do is run forward until I run out of energy. With the words that suggest my reconstruction, I channel magical energy into the 60-centimeter long poster. What did you think about Fate this early? What do you mean exactly? Like, what did I think about the differences between the two? Or what exactly do you mean? I have to turn it into something that can repel that lance. So I need to channel magical energy into every corner and solidify it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm guessing you mean, like, what did I think about how different Fate was compared to UBW? I extended my consciousness. As if soaking my blood into the poster through my skin, I permeate magical energy into it. A sense that I've hit the bottom. Right before the magical energy overflows from it. Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, what I thought about Fate Root after. Okay. Sorry, that's my bad. When I see Fate, I just think of the root. Oh, what I thought about just Fate in general when I was watching it. Oh man, it's tough. It's been like 2 years since I watched it, but I guess that's such a hard question, because it's hard to like form a basis of something from like just the first 2-3 episodes. But if I had to say, I thought the world was interesting. This is so hard to answer, because like all the stuff I would have thought in the first couple episodes compared to like after everything I've learned playing the visual novel, it's like it's hard to like separate the feelings about it all. Bro. I would say I was confused from the first episode. You know, episode 0, the like 45-minute long like intro with Rin. And then it yeah, that's the perfect thing to say. I was confused when it goes from like that day 1 with Rin to then the next episode being you with Shiro and doing the same day again. I was like, wait, what? What's happening now? And then from there, I don't know. I was intrigued by the premise, because when Rin first summons Archer, right? It's, bro, I can't. It's so hard. Like I have an idea of what I want to say, but like I don't know how to say it. Like, when Rin first summons Archer, it's It's so, bro. I don't know how to word this. Because I mentioned briefly that I had seen like a couple minutes of either Dean's Day Night or the old UBW movie because my dad was watching it, so I saw a couple minutes of it. Like like way earlier, like 9 years ago, you know. And I was just like, yeah, like kind of looks whack. So I had so I had seen Archer, because I think it was Archer and Lancer fighting that I saw, like from that so long ago. So I kind of knew about them, but I didn't know, like, I didn't know any of the story. Like, I didn't know what it was about, because I just saw like a couple minutes of them fighting. That's about it. But then later on, when I actually watched UBW 2014, I got to know the setup for the story and what these characters are. It was fascinating, because it's not like this is I mean, okay, it's a fantasy world, but like set in it's a fantasy set within the realms of the real world, if that analogy makes sense. So seeing Rin first summon Archer, bro, again, I get that setup for Rin summon Archer, and then I can't think of what to say immediately afterwards. It's okay, I would say, like, aside from the perspective switch next episode, the summoning of Archer is so badass that I was like, okay, I'm invested. Because, you know, you get the whole setup with, you know, Rin, and then her talking to Kiri a little bit, and then explaining what the Grail, well, not really explaining it, but you're getting an idea of what it is, sort of. And then from there, the summoning happens, and I feel like it's hard not to be hooked after the summoning of Archer. Not to mention how you're first introduced to him. He seems like such a I mean, he is a badass, but he seems like such a cool, like honestly, I kind of thought going, like, when I saw that he would be the main character almost. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know how to properly explain how I feel like. Like, I expected to, because of Archer's entrance, I expected him to be like the main focus, you know, I guess, which I guess he kind of was in a way, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling, not like properly explaining my thoughts, but yeah. A sense that I've hit the bottom right before the magical energy overflows from it.
Torres. Off.
Is this the only time he ever says off? I feel like this. I feel like you never see him say off ever again after this. I cut off all connection with the poster and shudder at the feeling of success. The poster is now as hard as metal, but it's as light as it was before, so I couldn't ask for a better sword.
うまくいった。
Yeah, I feel like they say that just so you can understand the process, and then they're like, okay, we don't need to explain this to you anymore, and just throw it out. how many years has it been since I last succeeded the strengthening magic? It's kind of ironic. The magic I've never been able to achieve since Kirisugu died is finally working in this kind of a situation. I mean, I guess better now than never. I might be able to do something. I saw things and that's a bit different at the time. No, the fate. Yeah. I still haven't seen Dean Stay Night, so like I don't even. It must have been weird seeing the difference though when you finally like played the VN or watched whatever else. I have some knowledge of how to use a sword. I hold the poster with both hands and stand up. I'll die anyway if I stay here, and I don't think I'd be able to flee even if I escaped this house. So all I can do is to run straight to the shed and make a stronger weapon. Come if you're going to come. It won't be like before, and the instant I think that, my whole spine shivers. When did he arrive? Appearing from the ceiling, the guy drops straight at me. Blue bro. Bro, Lance, all the servants are such good characters. Even Berserker, right? It's crazy. Like, this game was originally an eroge. Well, sort of. Kind of. But the fact that all these characters were so well written is insane. Like, even Berserker had depth to him. It's crazy. The guy that seems to have come straight through the ceiling descends to pierce my head. He lands softly while I keep rolling. But I stop rolling and stand with my freshly made sword in hand. Yeah, in a way he kind of revolutionized visual novels, I guess. Cause I'll be honest, my knowledge of visual novels isn't that deep. But like I can't think of anything pre-Fate that wasn't just dating sim. Like Clannad, I think Clannad came before it. That's dating sim. Little Busters, maybe. I'd say Little Busters is a bit more than just a dating sim, but still, sort of is. So yeah, Fate was kind of revolutionary. Higurashi author directly said, interesting. Higurashi is one thing that I've never wanted to watch or play, just because I hate overly like gory stuff. I don't know why. Like I've heard nothing but good things about like the story, but I just can never bring myself to want to play it or watch it. He turns to face me looking bored.
余計な手間を見えていればいたかろうと俺なりの配慮だったのだがな。
Well, you obviously did a pretty bad job about that, seeing as how we did notice you. He raises his lance again, seemingly uninterested. I don't know why, but he lacks the spirit he had at the school ground. In that case, I might be able to outwit him.
まったく一日に同じ人間を二度殺す羽目になるとはな。いつになろうと人の世は血生臭いということか。
The man is complaining as if he thinks nothing of me. I mean, you are kind of nothing compared to him right now, Shiro. Yeah. I can't really offer any more than that because I never watched it. Like, I've heard that supposedly it's supposed to be good, but again, like, just the I've seen a few clips of people like getting slashed open. I can't do it. Like, I couldn't watch what's that one anime with the teacher that cuts his own neck open? I don't remember. Like I saw that one clip and I was like, nah, I'm not watching that. I slowly move backwards. It's about 3 more meters to the window. Once out the window, it's about 20 meters to the shed. Then I can run off this instant. Like I don't mind blood in anime, right? But like, well, the whole point is people getting sliced open and blood flying. I can't. I can't.
じゃあな、今度こそ迷うなよ、坊主。
He says blankly as if citing it out. Pain assails my right arm. It happened in an instant. The man's lance is thrust, without time for me to react. Yet somehow you do, which is pretty impressive. I would have faced my second death with that blow. But what prevented it was my newly made sword. He must have thought it was just paper. The lance, thrust as if the poster wasn't there, was deflected by it and only skimmed my right arm. Shiro just built different. Apparently.
ほう、変わった芸風だな、おい。
Thanks? The man's expression goes away. His carelessness disappears, and he's now staring at me with beast-like eyes. Bro, it's so weird seeing Lancer like this, with this haircut. Like, I much prefer his HA model. Like, this model just looks so bad in comparison to the HA one. I screwed up. I was just being stupidly optimistic when I thought I could do something. The thing before me is a monster beyond belief. Painfully, I realized my foolishness for laying my guard down even slightly against him. Yeah, it's so weird. That's right. If I'd been really desperate, I should have ran frantically to the window as soon as I miraculously avoided his first attack. Yeah, now he's wary.
ただの坊主かと思ったが、なるほど。微弱だが魔力を感じる。心臓をうがたれて生きているってのはそういうことか。
Something like that, yeah. Something like that. He points his lance at me. I won't be able to block it. I can't possibly block that lightning fast blow. If his weapon were a sword, I might have been able to at least prepare for it. But that's a lance. Forehead. A sword follows a line, but the lance is a point. How am I supposed to block a blow from a point that I can't even see coming?
いいぜ。少しは楽しめそうじゃないか。
The man's body descends. In that instant, his lance is swung sideways. I blocked the lance coming out my face with just my instincts.
いい子だ。ほら次行くぞ。
Lancer, what? There's a huge whirlwind. I don't know how he's moving the lance in this small room, but it makes a beautiful arc and comes to attack my body from the other side. My constructed sword moved to stop it bends. Is he using a hammer? Damn, this numbness feels like I've broken the bones in my arm.
Come out!
I swing the sword instinctively. He must take me lightly as he hasn't pulled back his lance, So I flick away with the shaft of, away the shaft with my sword. And the arms that hit it go numb. The sword bends even more, and the man's lance only moves slightly.
使えねえな。機械をくれてやったのに無駄な真似しやがって。まあ、魔術師に切り合いを望んでも仕方ねえんだろうが。
Yeah. The man was just playing with me. He let me hit him once, since I blocked him twice. But I used up my one and only chance for just a makeshift attack. That's why he sees no point in fighting me anymore. Yeah.
拍子抜けだ。やはりすぐに死ねよ、坊主。
Wait, do they really? I guess they do, yeah. I guess that's them, like, tensing up for the... I can't unremember the hands curled now. Even Berserker, I think, it happened. Like, maybe not as obviously, because his like, fingers are chunkier, but... Yeah. Wait. He readies his lance again. During that small, unnecessary movement, without looking behind me, I jump out the window. Run, Shiro, run! I break the window with my back and roll outside. I roll a few times, get up, and... Without a thought, I turn and swing behind me. Sure, she gets caught up by glass. Don't worry, once you summon Saber, the sheath will kick in and heal him. It's all good. The man hesitates a moment as I deflected his lance thrust. As I expected, if I jumped out the window, he would definitely come after me. And he would kill me even before I could get up. That's why I expected the fatal blow and swung at it. It was a bold plan. I would have died if it was a second too late, or a second too early. But considering the difference in our skill, I could never have been too early. Yeah. So all I had to do was get up as fast as possible and swing at what was coming behind me. The result was perfect. I won my bet and deflected the man's lance. I quickly regained my balance. Now I have to make it to the shed before he recovers.
Tobe.
Yeah. Bro, this sprite is so jank, dude. Like, why does his face look like that? The man who supposedly had his lance knocked away comes up to me empty-handed and... spins and executes a roundhouse kick. The scenery flies past me. My battered chest is numb and I can't breathe. No, what's more surprising is I'm flying. I never in my dreams thought that I would be sent flying by a mere roundhouse kick. Yep. I fall to the ground from my back. I hit a wall and come crashing down. I can't breathe. My vision is blurred. I manage to stand, supporting myself against the wall of my destination, the shed. Hey, thanks for the uber kick, Lancer. Very, very helpful. I track the man with my blurry vision. I must have been kicked 20 meters. The man approaches, lance in hand. I'll be killed. I'll definitely be killed. Oh, most definitely. The man will be here in a second. If I don't want to die now, I have to get up and face him. The lance comes out at me. I can't even turn around fully, and my collapsing body faces the man's lance.
男だったらちゃんと立ってる
The accidental dodge due to collapsing. How fortunate. I got lucky as I couldn't hold myself up and my knees collapsed. The lance goes over my head and hits the door of the shed, opening it. Oh, thank you. What a gentleman. So this is my last chance. If I go in the shed, there should be something that I could use as a weapon. I enter the shed on all fours. There.
そら、これでしまいだ
Uh-huh. A fatal, inescapable blow is thrust.
こんだ
And I block it. I unroll the poster and make it into a one-time shield. A huge impact. The opened up poster did block the lance, but it wasn't strong enough. It's pierced through and transforms back into its original paper. Hit by the impact of the thrust lance, I'm flung to the wall. I fall on my butt and recover myself. When I raise my head to try to find a weapon.
爪だ今のは割と驚かされたぜ坊主
The man is pointing the lance at me. This is it. Oh, if only a blonde-haired angel would come down from the sky and save us. Oh, woe is me. The man's lance is pointed directly at my heart. I know this. This is the smell of death I'd felt just a few hours ago. Hello?
しかしわからねえな起点は効くくせに魔術はからっきしときた筋はいいようだがまだ若すぎたか
Yeah, too young. That's definitely it. I can't hear him. My mind is focused only on the weapon in front of me. It's only natural. Because I'll die when that thing is thrust. What else can I think about now that things have ended up like this?
もしやとは思うがお前が7人目だったのかもな
Yeah, possibly.
ま、だとしてもこれで終わりなんだが
The man's arm moves. The movement I couldn't even see before looks like it's in slow motion now. The running silver light. The spearhead moves straight from my heart. It will spill blood in the next second. I know this feeling. The feeling of metal running into me. The taste of blood coming up my throat. The sense of the world around me disappearing. I felt all of it earlier. And I have to experience it again? Really? I don't understand. Why do I have to go through this? This is bullshit! I can't accept this. I can't just die here meaninglessly. You tell him. I was saved. I was saved, so I can't die so easily. I have to live and fulfill my obligations. If I die, I can't do that. But the lance will pierce me. The spearhead will cut into my flesh and pierce my heart. It pisses me off. It's ridiculous to kill someone that easily. It's ridiculous for me to die so easily. Dying twice in one day? That's ridiculous as well. Damn. Everything is so screwed up that I can't contain it all and...
ふざけるな俺は
won't be killed meaninglessly. By someone like you. Huh? Truly it.
何
Omae wa mo shinderu. I don't know why. Whenever I hear Nani, I think of Fist of the North Star. Even though I've never watched Fist of the North Star, but I know I know that's what it's from. Appeared like magic. In a blinding light, it appears from behind me. My mind stops. All I know is that the figure who appeared is a girl. The moment it appears, it repels the lance thrust at my heart and steps up to the enemy without hesitation.
本気か。7人目のサーバントだと。
Yeah, motherfucker! The man readies his deflected lance, and the girl swings something she's holding. Sparks fly twice. You could say that the sparks line her high. Okay, I'll go. Yep. No, that was bad. I'll see myself out. Okay. A strong swing. The man hesitates, receiving a heavy blow from the girl. That didn't even make sense what I said. He must have realized he's at a disadvantage as he jumps out of the shed with bestial speed. Speed. While keeping her guard up against the man, she quietly turns to me. The wind is strong today. The clouds drift and the moon appears for a brief moment. The silver light that shines into the shed lights up the girl in knightly form. I'm speechless. Not because I'm confused by the sudden turn of events. I'm at a loss for words because of this girl's overwhelming beauty. The girl stares at me emotionlessly with her jewel-like eyes.
と、あなたが私のマスターか。
I mean, he can be your master, never mind. She says in a valiant voice.
Master.
I only repeat back her words. I don't know who she is or what she's talking about. All I know is that this small girl is the same kind of being as the man outside. She said the thing. Yeah. That line is pretty iconic, huh? Man. The girl says nothing and just stares at me silently. How can I put this? The figure in front of me is so special that I forget the situation. That the man outside could come and attack at any second. It feels like time has stopped just around me. The fear of death has disappeared, and only the girl fills my vision.
サーバントセーバー、召喚に従い参上した。
Good, thank you.
マスター、指示を。
Kick that guy's ass. She speaks again. The instant I hear the words, master and servant, a pain shoots through my left hand. It's like a hot iron has been placed on my hand. I grab my left hand instinctively. I can't remember if... Never mind, never mind. That must have been the signal, as the girl quietly nods her lovely face. Yeah, it just sucks there's no route where they actually can be together. Like, truly be together. Well, No, yeah, we'll see. I have anime stuff to see, so, you know, who knows. Also, I'll be right back. Yeah, hang on, give me a second. That must have been the signal as the girl quietly nods her lovely face.
これより我が剣はあなたと共にあり、あなたの運命は私と共にある。ここに契約は完了した。
契約って何の？
Even I have some knowledge of magic. I understand what that word means. But the girl doesn't answer me and looks away with the same grace she had when she nodded. She looks at the door of the shed. There stands the man, his lance ready in his hand. Oh, shut up. Do I? I want to see it again. I'm not skipping. She moves faster than I can think. The knightly girl leaps out of the shed without hesitation. I get up and follow the girl, even forgetting the pain in my body. There's no way that girl will be a match for him. Are you sure about that? Even armored like that, she's a girl smaller than me. Kinda sexist, but my words are silenced by the sound. I can't believe my eyes. This time, my head really goes blank.
なんだあいつ。
She... Well, you know, she's King Arthur. Which actually, that reminds me, do they find, Yeah, they find out she's King Arthur in UBW and HF, right? Not just Fate, I think, right? Not in UBWVN timeline. Oh. Because in the anime, in the UBW anime, at the very end, in the epilogue, Shiro visits the supposed grave of King Arthur, or like the memorial, in London. I guess it's not the same here then, huh? Which I guess in the anime, I guess it's part you're supposed to assume they find out after everything happens. I assume, right? Like after everything happens, they put it together and they're like, wait, that was she? like I don't know. The sound of weapons. The moon is hidden behind the clouds, and the yard has returned to its original darkness. In it, sparks are born from steel hitting steel. The lance-wielding man wordlessly attacks the girl who jumped out of the shed. But the girl parries the blow of the lance and knocks away all following attacks, driving the man back with every blow. I can't believe it. The girl called Saber is overpowering that man. The battle has begun. What happened between me and him earlier wasn't a battle. Yeah, it was him toying with you. A battle is a fight between two people who can kill each other. Whatever the difference in skills, if each is a way to kill the other, then you can call it a battle. Their fight is a battle in that sense too. The man's lance that I couldn't even see is thrown with even more power. Music is a bit hot. Okay. What about the sound effects, like the weapons clashing? Is that too loud as well? Kind of sounds like it, but I'm not sure. But the girl parries it with the. This can go okay. The girl parries it with the thing in her hands and closes in on the man. The man retreats a bit. He holds his lance vertically to protect his ribs as the girl goes for them. For a moment, the man's lance glows. It was a blow like an explosion. I guess it really was one. It really... If Lancer didn't look so jank, it would be tier 1 for sure. Bro, Lancer's face, it bugs me so much. I don't know why. Oh man. The instant the man blocks the thing the girl's holding, the lance in his hand glows as if electrified. The man, and even I, can tell what that is. That is a force of magical energy so strong that it's visible. In each of the girl's blows is a terrible amount of magical energy. That outrageous amount of magical energy is penetrating the opponent's weapon just by touching it. Such a thing, it would take such force just to block it. If you think of the man's lance as an accurate sniper rifle, the blows of the girl are like those of a powerful shotgun. Every time the girl swings, the yard is filled with light. But that isn't what's overpowering the man. It's being tactical, man. Gotta be tactical in a fight like this. The man complains while avoiding the girl's fierce attacks. The girl doesn't answer, but only attacks even more with the thing in her hands. The man retreats with not even a chance for a counterattack. Okay. Okay. Have you played or watched anything about Deltarune? Like this sounds random, but if you've seen it, you'll know where I'm going with this. The color scheme of this Lancer and Deltarune Lancer are like the exact same. That had to have been on purpose. There's no way it wasn't on purpose. The blue with the silver and a little bit of black, that 100% had to be on purpose. Like Toby Fox had to have done it on purpose. Like there's no way. because the girl's weapon is invincible. I wouldn't be surprised Dan Stovato is crazy not to. Is that the guy who does the art for Deltarune? Because if so, then yeah, 100%. As he cannot sense her range, it would be careless to attack recklessly. Yes, it is invisible. He made Doki Doki? Oh. Cool. The girl definitely has something in her hand. But as you can't see what shape it is, nor how long it is, you can't tell anything about it. Perhaps it's totally invisible, as it doesn't even show up when sparks fly off from it. That man must be having a hard time defending against it, as his moves aren't as sharp. And the girl lets out a voice for the first time. She swings her weapon with more fury. A storm of swings without pause. The flying sparks remind me of a blacksmith hitting iron. Yeah, probably because bigger companies are like, probably shouldn't touch that just to be safe. But I mean, like, who's the guy that wrote Naruto? Like, Masashi Kishimoto or whatever his name. Like, he straight up says Naruto's like the young Naruto from like the original series is straight up based off Super Saiyan Goku. Like the color scheme of his jumpsuit and the spiky yellow hair. The flying sparks remind me of a blacksmith hitting iron. The lance-wielding man blocks them, clucking his tongue. I must say, I admire his skills even though he tried to kill me. You know, if he's good, it's good, you know? The man is blocking invisible blows, watching only the opponent's legs and arms. Yeah. Like, like the guy who wrote Boku no Hero, I think he said that he was a big fan of like the DBZ manga and show growing up. I don't know about Bleach. I think Oda, who did One Piece, said he was a big fan of Akira Toriyama's work as well. But that's it. You only need to beat down someone who's gone defensive. As if to say so, the girl steps even closer to the man and delivers a blow with all her might, as if smashing him down. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho was the inspiration. Oh, that's cool. Like, man, both Yu Yu Hakusho was like just a little out of my time. Like I'm just a little bit too young to have watched it. I would, one of these days I should like binge that. Of course, I've been saying that with Hunter x Hunter and One Piece for like the last 5 years, so. He must see this as his opportunity as the man disappears. No, he jumped back, making it look like he disappeared. The girl's blow cuts through air and destroys the ground, kicking up dust. If you watch the... Yeah, they talked about Yu Yu Hakusho on Trash Taste, the podcast that the Anime Man, Sea-Dog, and I don't know if you know these people, but they do a, well, not really anime podcast, but they sometimes talk about anime, and they, I think they mentioned that Yu Yu Hakusho was, had one of the better dubs. The girl's blow cuts through air and destroys the ground, kicking up dust. Yeah, Anime Man, Sea-Dog, and Giga. The blow, swung as the final one, was easily dodged. I can tell even from a distance. Shiro, you have no right to be questioning anyone in a fight right now. Come on. I don't know about the careful blows from before, but such a big blow won't be able to touch that man. Even that man's body must have been straining under all those attacks. But he suppressed it for an instant and jumped away. As if this blow will determine the victor. Yeah, yeah, you could say that they're both the sword. Yo. The man who jumped back several meters jumps as soon as he lands. As if reversing his retreat, he jumps at the girl. In contrast, the girl still has her sword in the ground. That opening is irrevocable. The red lance returns in less than a second and... the girl twirls her body with the sword still in the ground. so the contest lasts less than a second. The man sees his mistake and tries to hold back, while the girl uses her whole body to execute her blow. Yeah. I can sort of imagine, say, I don't know. I sort of imagine her breakdancing. The man blown away and the girl who blew him away both seemed discontent. They launched their blows to kill the other. Even if they allowed them to escape immediate danger, they were worthless. Their distance opens. The two stare at each other silently.
どうしたランサー？止まっていては僧兵の名が泣こう。そちらが来ないのなら私が行くが。
わざわざ死にに来るか。それは構わんが、その前に一つだけ聞かせろ。
Nice ass, Lancer.
貴様の宝具。それは剣か。
Now, why would she tell you that? The man glares, as if staring right into her heart.
さあどうかな。旋風かもしれぬし、双剣かもしれぬ。いや、もしや弓かもしれんぞ、ランサー。
Well, a bow wouldn't make much sense. Well, actually, no. I guess there are bows that have like blades on like the front. It's like in case you need to. I mean, yeah. I guess it could be. Would be a bit odd, but yeah. No, it could.
抜かせセイバー。
Yeah. Like, have you seen the flail? The flail is pretty fucking weird. Perhaps it's really funny for him. The man, the one called Lancer, lowers his lance. Looks like he's indicating that he doesn't want to fight anymore. Huh? The girl is puzzled by Lancer's action. But I know that stance. It was used in that fight a few hours ago in the schoolyard. It's the fatal move that was supposed to have ended the show.
ついでにもう一つ聞くがな。お互い初見だしよ。ここらで分けって気はないか。悪い話じゃないだろ。そら、あそこでほうけているお前のマスターは使い物にならんし、俺のマスターとて姿を晒せねえ大ふぬけときた。
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't think I caught this last time. Is he calling Shiro senile? Excuse me?
ここはお互い万全の状態になるまで勝負を持ち越した方が好ましいんだが。
断る。あなたはここで倒れろ、ランサー。
そうかよ。たく、こっちはもともと様子見が目的だったんだぜ。サーバントが出たとあっちゃ、長居する気はなかったんだが。
It seems like the air around them distorted. Lancer lowers his stance. A chill runs through the air at that moment. It's exactly like back then. The magical energy rumbles in a whirlpool, centered on that lance.
Hog!
The girl readies her apparent sword and glares at the enemy in front of her. The girl, facing the enemy, knows better than I how dangerous he is.
じゃあな、その心臓、もらい受ける。
The beast jumps. Lancer instantly appears in front of the girl as if he teleported and thrusts his lance at the girl's feet. It was a bad move, even to my eyes. Yeah, yeah. I guess to anyone it would seem that way. With the lance already lowered, it wouldn't be effective to aim low at the girl. To prove my point, the girl jumps over the lance and moves forward to slash Lancer away. At that moment,
Gate!
Bowser? I'm sorry. Bad meme reference. With words themselves charged with magical energy.
Bark!
The lance thrust the girl's feet, rushes towards her heart. Her body rises into the air. The girl is driven up into the air by the blow of the lance, and she crashes down. No, lands on the ground. She's bleeding. The girl, who hasn't even received a scratch so far, is bleeding badly from her chest.
呪詛。いや、今のは因果の逆転か。
I'm surprised too. No. Since I saw it from a distance, I can tell better than her that the attack just now is a strange one. The lance was definitely aimed at her feet, but it suddenly changed its course, moving strangely in an impossible direction and pierced the girl's heart. Yeah, it's pretty... Actually, I wonder, is Lancer's luck that bad under Bazet? Like, I know we have, would have no way of knowing that, but, like... I'm curious. But the lance itself is not grown or bent. I'd assume not. Yeah, I mean... Huh. It looked so natural that it makes someone think that the lance was already in her heart. Like, obviously, it can't, jump up to A. Like, there's obviously, preset parameters there, but, I'm sure he could have at least had, C rank luck, at least, right? Probably. It looked so natural that it makes one think that Lance was already in her heart. And for that reason, it's strange. It's not as simple as the lance changing its course and piercing her heart. The lance didn't change its course, but changed the means so that the result would be so. The lance thrust with that name carried the result of piercing her heart as a premise. In other words, the process and the result were reversed. As long as there was the result of the lance piercing her heart, the course of the lance was merely something added later to prove that fact. An evil thorn that breaks through all defenses. A lance that pierces the heart every time it's used. A weapon that determines your fate just by its use. How can anyone block such a ridiculous attack? However, the enemy tries to dodge it, the lance will pierce their heart without fail. That's why this move is fatal. A cursed lance that always pierces the opponent with one thrust. But the girl's evaded it by a small margin. She's wounded, but it was not a fatal blow. In a sense, her actions were more impossible than the lance. The instant the lance was thrust, she turned and jumped back with all her might, as if she knew this was going to happen. Either she had incredible luck, or enough divine protection to nullify the curse of the lance. Or both. Either way, she avoided a fatal blow and sullied the lance's name. The girl catches her breath. The blood that was running so much has stopped, and even her stabbed wound is healing. I guess that's extraordinary. I knew she wasn't normal, but still, that's too strange. Like her skills to fight against Lancer, like the incredible magical energy in each of her blows, And like her body that heals by itself, this girl clearly surpasses Lancer. But that was only up to now. Even if it's healing, her wound is too deep. If Lancer attacks her now, she'll be defeated without even being able to defend herself. But with this overwhelming advantage, Lancer doesn't move. He glares at the girl, grinding his teeth so hard that I can hear it.
かわしたな、セイバー。我が必殺のゲイボルクを。
A voice that seems to echo from the ground.
ゲイボルク。オミはアイルランドの光の巫女か。
Lancer frowns. His hostility disappears, and he clucks his tongue in annoyance.
ドジったぜ。こいつを出すからには必殺でなけりゃやばいってのにな。まったく有名すぎるのも考えものだ。
Yeah, you know, I guess in a sense it's a good thing that Shiro/Archer is pretty much unknown. Because yeah, he catch people by surprise. The pressure goes away. Lancer doesn't even attack the wounded girl and simply turns his back and moves to the edge of the yard. To be fair, yeah, me neither.
己の正体を知られた以上、どちらかが消えるまでやり合うのがサーバントのセオリーだが、あいにくうちの雇い主は臆病者でな。槍が交わされたのなら帰ってこいなんて抜かしやがる。
逃げるのか、ランサー。
ああ、追ってくるのなら構わんぞ、セイバー。
Yeah, I would assume Kotomine wouldn't have an issue with stopping him pursuing Pest.
ただし、その時は決死の覚悟を抱いてこい。
With one bound, Lancer easily jumps over the wall and disappears.
待て、ランサー。
The wounded girl starts running to pursue the enemy.
バカかあいつ。
Yeah. I run through the yard with all my strength. The girl will go after him if I don't stop her instantly. But there was no need for that. When a girl tries to jump over the wall, she clenches her chest and stops. Yeah, yep, exactly. Oh boy. I run to her and stare at her. No. I tried to approach her to call out to her, but I forget about it the instant I come near her. To put it simply, everything about her is absurd. Now that I'm near her, I can tell the shiny armor she wears is really heavy. Yeah, a bit. The old-fashioned cloth is smooth, a vivid blue. No, that isn't what fascinates me. The girl, who seems to be a few years younger than me, is beautiful. The golden hair lit by the moonlight is finely textured, as if sprinkled with gold dust. The face, with some sign of naivety, has elegance, and her white skin looks soft. I can't call out to her because I'm fascinated by her beauty, and also for another reason.
なんで？
Why what? Because seeing the girl fighting and getting hurt somehow made me mad. All the while I'm fascinated with her. The girl sorry. All the while that I'm fascinated with her, the girl has her hand on her chest. But that ends quickly. The girl lets her chest go and looks up as if the pain has gone away. She stares directly at me. I'm not sure how I should talk to her, but I noticed something about her.
傷がなくなってる。
Yeah. Even though it missed her heart. That lance stabbed her in the chest, but she's unscathed. I've heard of healing magics, but I didn't see her using anything like that. So that must mean she automatically heals even when she's wounded. Then my brain switches gear. This is no time to be fascinated by her. She's a strange being. I can't let my guard down until I know what she is.
お前、何者だ?
I take a half step back and ask her. Yeah.
何者も何もセーバーのサーバントです。
Yeah, you are.
あなたが私を呼び出したのですから、確認をするまでもないでしょう。
I mean, you would think that, yeah. That's a fair enough assumption, definitely.
セイバーのサーバント。
はい。ですから私のことはセーバーと。
She replies without hesitation. Her tone is polite yet gentle, and just hearing it makes my head go blank. Damn, you nutted just from hearing her voice, huh? It's crazy. Hey, what am I getting excited about?
そうか。変な名前だな。
Yeah. I hide my burning face with my hand, and reply really stupidly. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I wouldn't know of any such thing to say. Since I asked her name, isn't it natural for her to introduce herself? In that case, it would be impolite to stay silent like this.
俺はシロ。エミやシロって言って、この家の人間だ。
Yeah? What am I doing? Are my... Yeah? Are my answers getting stupider? But she told me her name, so I should answer too. I know I'm confused right now, but I have to be polite no matter who this is. The girl. She's probably just thinking like, who on earth summoned me? Like, what the fuck is this? The girl, Saber, just stares at me without changing her expression.
いや違う。今のはなしだ。聞きたいのはそういうことでなくて、つまりだな。
分かっています。あなたは正規のマスターではないのですね。
Yeah.
ね。
しかし、それでもあなたは私のマスターです。契約を交わした以上、あなたを裏切りはしない。そのように警戒する必要はありません。
He's so confused. Crap. I can hear her words, but they make no sense to me. All I know is that she's calling me with a ridiculous word like master. I don't know, that's kind of hot if I'm gonna be honest, but you know.
それは違う。俺マスターなんて名前じゃないぞ。
それでは素人。ええ、私としてはこの発音の方が好ましい。
As soon as she says my name, I think my face lit up on fire. Shouldn't you call someone by their last name on a first meeting? Does she look Japanese to you, Shiro? Really, like, think about it.
ちょっと待て。なんだってそっちの方。
Pain suddenly runs through my left hand. The back of my hand is burning. On my left hand is a strange mark that looks like a tattoo.
それは霊樹と呼ばれるものです、シロ。私たちサーバントを律する3つの命令権であり、マスターとしての命でもある。むやみな使用は避けるように。
Yeah, Yeah, we won't use it thoughtlessly. We'll use it to stop you from killing Archer. Like a fucking idiot. Well, not killing, but you know, heavily wounding.
お前
シロ、傷の治療を。
You know, I wish I could. She speaks in a cold voice. It seems her attention is on something far away, behind the wall, and not on me.
待て、まさか俺に言ってるのか。悪いけど、そんな難しい魔術は知らないし、それにもう治ってるじゃないか、それ。
Yeah, you know, that's fair, she did. To deal with a difficult archer. That, You know, I wonder, okay, so Archer says, oh, something like that wouldn't normally work, but because you're exceptional, it does. I wonder if he's being serious when he says that, or if he just decides to go along with it anyway, and it doesn't actually work on him. That would be... Huh. Saber frowns a bit. I think I said something really wrong there.
ではこのままで臨みます。自動修復は外面を覆っただけですが、あと一度の戦闘ならば支障はないでしょう。
Yeah, like... I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
あと一度って何を。
外の敵は2人。この程度の重圧なら数秒で倒しうる相手です。
That's kind of rude. Saying so, Saber jumps lightly. Just like Lancer, she leaps over the wall and disappears. Outside, I'm left alone in the yard.
外に敵？
Yeah. As soon as I say it aloud, I realize what it means.
ちょっと待て、まだ戦うっていうのか、お前。
Yeah? My body starts to move. Without thinking, I run to the gate with full force. I run to the gate, unlock it with unlock it with trembling hands and jump outside.
Saber, どこだ?
I search through the dark. The moon is hidden, now of all times, and it's completely dark. But I hear something nearby.
そこか。
I run to the small road with no sign of anyone on it. It all happens in an instant. Saber's confronting a familiar guy in red. Saber runs at the man in red without hesitation, takes his guard down with one blow, and... It all happens in an instant. There's a man in red in front of Saber. The man in red is in an unfavorable position after being attacked by Saber, and he's about to receive a fatal blow. Behind them, the person watching Saber from behind that man is someone I know. I reach out with my left hand and call out. I don't know who that man in red is, but I'm sure Saber will attack the person behind the man after she defeats him. I can't let that happen. I can't let Saber attack her.
やめろ、Saber!
I feel a sharp pain. One of the marks on my hand disappears. In its place, Saber halts her blow, which should not have been possible to stop. Silver armor hesitates for an instant. Using that opening, the man in red quickly gets away,
あいつ、さっきの。
Mm-hmm. I'm sure of it. That's the guy that was fighting Lancer. You know what? You know what makes sense here is later on, right? Shiro says to Rin, "I think I've known who he was since I met him." I think here is where he is where he figures it out. Because he says to Rin later on, like, I'm pretty sure, like, he may not have, like, acknowledged it, but he knew. Then the girl behind him is, I don't want to believe so, but is it really? Even if they, yeah.
正気ですか、シロ。今なら確実にアーチャーとそのマスターを倒せた。だというのに、レイジを使ってまでその機会を逃すとは。
We have a reason. What could I have done? I don't understand the situation at all. True. I stopped Saber only because I didn't want to see her slash at the girl who saved me.
マスター、指示を撤回してください。あなたがそのような態度では、倒せる相手も倒せなくなる。
Saber readies the object in her hands again. In front of her is the red man she could not slay.
違う、やめてくれ、セイバー。正直、俺には何が何だかわからない。それでも、お前が襲いかかろうとしているやつは、俺が知っているやつなんだ。それを襲わせるなんてできない。
何を言うのです。彼女はアーチャーのマスターだ。私たちの敵なのですから、ここで仕留めておかなければ。
Saber, please. Enemy? She and the man in red are enemies? Yeah. Well, if you... Is that right? Well, I mean, okay. But Shiro's the type of person who wouldn't want to kill anyone anyway, so... I think even then he'd tell him to stop.
そんなことは知らない。大体な、マスターなんて言ってるけど、こっちは点でわからないんだ。俺のことをマスターなんて呼ぶんなら、少しは説明するのが筋ってもんだろ
う。それはそうですが、しかし。
Then.
つまりそういうことなわけね。素人のマスターさん。
Yes? She calls out to me with a polite yet harsh voice. When I turn around, I see the man in red and the girl in her school uniform. I gasp. So I wasn't seeing things. Yeah. Person with the man in red is definitely that Tosaka Rin.
Tosaka Rin.
How should I put this? Even I can tell that the man behind Tosaka isn't human. Yeah. That thing is not of this world. Just like Saber. Then, if Tosaka is with him, she's also...
何？私のこと知ってるんだ。なんだ、なら話は早いわよね。とりあえず、こんばんは、エミヤくん。
Evening? I don't know what her intentions are. But Tosaka greets me with a big smile. Yeah? I'm troubled. She really does, doesn't she? When she greets me normally like that, I can almost forget about all these strange events and just greet her too.
バカかお前。こんばんはってそんな場合じゃないだろう。 父さんがお前は
Yeah.
ええ、あなたと同じマスターよ。つまりは魔術師ってことになるわね。お互い似たようなものだし、隠す必要はないでしょ。
Yeah, I mean, that's just a fair point. Yeah.
魔術師だって。そんなお前魔術師なのか父さんが。
That would be the case, yes. Crap. I don't know why, but she's looking at me with real irritation.
いや違う。言いたいのはそういうことじゃなくて。
そう、納得いったわ。要するにそういうことなわけね、あなた。
How's what? Taking a look at us. She turns to the man behind her.
あーちゃん、悪いけどしばらく霊体になっててもらえる？私、ちょっと頭にきたから。
それは構わないが、頭にきたとはどういう意味だ？
言葉通りよ。腹いせに現状を思い知らせてやらないと気が済まなくなったの。それまであなたの出番はないから消えていて。あなたがいたらセイバーだって剣を収められないでしょ。
True.
また難儀なこと。ま、命令とあらば従うだけだが、一つ忠告すると、君は余分なことをしようとしているぞ。
A little bit. The man literally disappears.
父さんが今の。
いいから話は中でしましょう。どうせ何も分かってないんでしょう、エミヤ君は。安心して。嫌だって言っても全部教えてあげるから。
Okay. Saying this, she walks towards the entrance.
待て父さんが。何考えてんだお前。
I stop her. Now that I think about it, really. Okay. Huh. And then she turns, and the smile on her face isn't like the previous one.
バカね、いろいろ考えてるわよ。だから話をしようって言ってるんじゃない。
You know, Ren, you ask if he's stupid, and I feel like with time you'll realize that yes, he is.
エミヤ君、突然の事態に驚くのもいいけど、素直に認めないと命取りって時もあるのよ。ちなみに、今がその時だって分かって。
Yes. He's like, oh,
分
okay.
かればよろしい。それじゃあ行こっか、エミヤ君のお家にね。あなたもそれでいいでしょ、セイバー。見逃してもらったお礼に、あなたのマスターにいろいろ教えてあげるんだから。
いいでしょう。何のつもりかは知りませんが、あなたがマスターの助けになる限りは控えます。
Thank you. Also, I nearly forgot. Hang on, where? Whatever. Tosca goes to the gate.
なんかすげえ怒ってるぞあいつ。
I don't know why though. Hang on, maybe let me. Not just for window to full screen. Yeah. Whatever. I don't know, but
それにしたってあいつ。
she's totally unlike the way she's at school. So, I'm in a strange situation. A little bit, yeah. In front of me is the school's #1 idol, whom I admire, Tosaka Rin. And following silently behind me is Saber, who calls herself a servant. Yes. Oh. The hallway... the hallway suddenly feels like part of a different dimension. But I can't be a coward forever. I'm a magus, even if I'm just an amateur. Tosca Rin, a magus just like me, is acting boldly, so I have to act firmly as well. But I can only work out a few things. First, about Saber who's following me. I'm sure that she's some kind of a familiar, but she calls me because she calls me master, and I've made a contract with her. I've heard that a familiar is a kind of assistant. Most magi transfer a part of their body into something and then summon it as another self. I thought it... It's something that assists the mag... Is that really her stomach growling sound? Huh. Consequently, it's commonly accepted that small animals are the most suitable as to reduce the burden on the magus. So I've been taught, but... That's weird.
何かあるのですか、シロ。
Nothing.
ああ、いや、なんでもない。
Saber looks human no matter how you look at her. And she's clearly superior to me, her master. I don't have the magical energy to control someone like that. And more than that, I don't have the magic circuit to summon a familiar. So Saber must rather be something else than a familiar. She said she's a servant. I don't know what that is, but I think the man called Lancer and the man in red with Tosca were the same thing. Saber called Tosca a master as well. I guess Magi with a servant are called masters? Yeah? It seems Tosca's a magus as well, but I have no idea who she is. The Emiya family are just outsiders who came to this town in my family's generation, or in my father's generation. That's why I didn't know that Tosca was a magus, and I'm sure Tosca didn't know that I knew magic. Probably. There are several magi in this town that I don't know about. If Lancer's the familiar of another magus in this town, does that mean I stuck my head into a conflict between magi? Yeah, pretty much.
結構広いのね。和風っていうのも新鮮だな。ああ、エミヤくん、そこが今？
Yeah. Saying so, Tosca goes into the living room. Making herself right at home, huh? I should stop thinking. Yeah. Let's just listen to Tosca's story. I turn the lights on. Don't mind the hole in the roof. Lancer busted through there, but it's fine. Anyway, it's all good. It's already past 1 in the morning.
寒っ。何よ、窓ガラス全開してるじゃない。
Yeah?
仕方ないだろう。ランサーってやつに襲われたんだ。なりふり構ってられなかったんだよ。
ああ、そういうこと。じゃあ、セイバーを呼び出すまで一人であいつとやり合ってたの？
Something like that, yeah.
やり合ってなんかない。ただ一方的にやられただけだ。
True.
変な見え張らないんだ。そっかそっか。ほんと見た目通りなんだ、エミヤくんって。
Tosca walks over to the broken window. Huh? Tosca takes a piece of the shattered glass, takes a look at it, and...
Minuten vor Schweißen.
She cuts the tip of her finger and puts a drop of her blood onto the glass. What kind of magic is this? The shattered glass recombines and restores itself in a matter of seconds. German Rin.
父さんが今の。
ちょっとしたデモンストレーションよ。助けてもらったお礼にはならないけど、一応筋は通しておかないとね。もう私がやらなくともそっちで直したんだろうけど、こんなの魔力の無駄遣いでしょ。 本当なら窓ガラスなんて取り替えれば済むけど、こんな寒い中で話すのもなんだし。
Hey, yeah, you know, it's a good, it's a fair point. She says this as if it's completely natural. But needless to say, her skills are beyond my comprehension.
いや、すごいぞ遠坂。俺はそんなことできないからな。直してくれて感謝してる。
できないってそんなことないでしょ。ガラスの扱いなんて初歩の初歩だもの。たった数分前に割れたガラスの修復なんてどこの学派でも入門試験みたいなものでしょ。
Yeah, about that. See, we kinda are incompetent.
そうなのか。俺は親父にしか教わったことがないから、そういう基本とか手法とか知らないんだ。
は？
Tausaka freezes. Damn. It seems I said something I shouldn't have.
ちょっと待って。じゃあ何？エミヤ君は自分の工房の管理もできない半人前ってこと？
Yes.
いや、工房なんて持ってないぞ、俺。
Well, I do have that shed as my training area, but I think Tosaka would get mad if I called that my workshop.
まさかとは思うけど確認しとく。もしかしてあなた5大要素の扱いとかパスの作り方も知らない？
Yes? I honestly admit that I don't know. Wow, that's scary. She's so beautiful usually, so this makes her look pretty frightening now.
何？じゃああなた素人？
Yes?
そんなことないぞ。一応強化の魔術ぐらいは使える。
I think this is all the same until after the Kyrie talk. Well, yeah, I don't know because it's...
強化ってまたなんとも半端なのを使うのね。で、それ以外はからっきしってわけ？
Because the text is coming in slowly instead of just popping in. Usually if it's all the same, it pops in immediately. So, I don't know.
まあ、端的に言えば、多分。
Her glare makes me answer vaguely.
はあ、なんだってこんなやつにセイバーが呼び出されるのよ。まったく。
He's like, hey, but he's not wrong. It makes me mad. I haven't been playing around. I know I'm an amateur, but I don't think it matters right now.
まあいいわ。もう決まったことに不平をこぼしても始まらない。そんなことより今は借りを返さないと。
Tosaka takes a deep breath. Or takes a breath.
それじゃあ話を始めるけど、エミヤ君、自分がどんな立場にあるのか分かってないでしょ。
Nope. I nod.
やっぱり。まあ一目で分かったけど、一応確認しとかないとね。知ってる相手に説明するなんて心の贅肉だし。
Huh? I think that was a weird phrase, but I stay quiet, as I think she'll beat me up if I make fun of her now. True.
率直に言うと、エミヤ君はマスターに選ばれたの。どっちかの手に精魂があるでしょ。手の甲とか腕とか、個人差はあるけど、3つの霊樹が刻まれているはず。それがマスターとしての証よ。
手の甲って、あ、これか。
そう。それはサーバントを律する呪文でもあるから大切にね。霊樹って言うんだけど、それがある限りはサーバントを従えていられるわ。
ある限りってどういうことだよ。
Well, if you lose it, your servant, if they don't like you, you can just be like, yeah, fuck you, stab.
霊樹は絶対命令権なの。 サーバントの意志をねじ曲げて絶対に言いつけを守らせる呪文がその刻印よ。発動に呪文は必要なくて、あなたが霊樹を使用するって思えば発動するから。で、その霊樹がなくなったらエミヤ君は殺されるだろうから、せいぜい注意して。
I mean, not necessarily. If the servant is fond of you, and they don't hold a grudge over you, you know, forcing them to obey certain commands, you know, that's, you know, you could stay alive.
俺が殺される？
そうよ。マスターが他のマスターを倒すのが聖杯戦争の基本だから。そうして他の6人を倒したマスターには望みを叶える聖杯が与えられるの。
何
Hold on. I don't understand what Toshika's talking about at all. Like the part about masters killing other masters. And the part where the winner gets a Holy Grail. Wait, does she mean that Holy Grail?
まだわからない？要するにね、あなたはあるゲームに巻き込まれたのよ。聖杯戦争っていう7人のマスターの生存競争。他のマスターを一人残らず倒すまで終わらない魔術師同士の殺し合いに。
Toshika Rin states this as if it's the most natural thing in the world. The phrases I heard swirl in my head. I've been chosen as a master. Toshika says she's a master. Familiars called servants. And a battle to the death between magic called the Holy Grail War.
待て、なんだそれ。いきなり何言ってんだお前。
気持ちはわかるけど、私は事実を口にするだけよ。それにあなただって心の底では理解しているんじゃない？一度ならず二度までもサーバントに殺されかけて、自分はもう逃げられない立場なんだって。
Yeah. That's... Certainly I was almost killed by that Lancer guy, but...
あ、違うわね。殺されかけたんじゃなくて、殺されたんだっけ。よく生き返ったわね、エミヤ君。
Thanks for that, by the way. Not almost killed, but actually killed. That's right. I was killed by that guy. I should be more surprised about the fact that I'm alive than about the situation I'm in. The wound in my chest. The escaping blood. The escaping warmth. And the pure voice I heard amidst all of that.
納得いった？とっくにあなたはそういう立場になってるのよ。何も分かってないからって逃げることなんてできないし、あなたも魔術師なら覚悟ぐらい決まってるでしょ。殺されるのが私たちだってね。
Toshika's in a good mood. Maybe because she enjoys watching me be troubled. Maybe. Yeah, I'm already prepared. But...
トサカ、俺がランサーに殺されたことを知ってるのか？
I wonder how she knows that fact.
少し調子に乗りすぎたか。
She's acting suspiciously.
今のはただの推測よ。つまんないことだから忘れなさい。
Right.
つまんないことじゃないぞ。俺はあの時、誰かに。
いいから、そんなことよりもっと自分の置かれた立場を知りなさいっての。あなたも7人のマスターの一人、聖杯戦争の主役なんだから。
Yeah. We indeed are.
いい？この町では何十年かに一度7人のマスターが選ばれて、それぞれサーバントが与えられるの。マスターは斧が手足であるサーバントを行使して他のマスターを潰していく。これが聖杯戦争と呼ばれる儀式のルールよ。私もマスターに選ばれた一人。
Mm-hmm.
だからサーバントと契約したし、あなただってセイバーと契約した。イミヤ君は自分でセイバーを呼び出したわけじゃなさそうだけど、もともとサーバントってのは聖杯が与えてくれる使い魔だからね。
Yeah.
イミヤ君みたいに何も知らない魔術師がマスターになることだってありえるわ。
Yeah, seeing as how he was the only proper, you know, well, not even proper, but the only other magus in the town that hadn't, yeah. Toastika's explanation is too brief for me to understand. But there is one thing I do wonder about.
ちょっと待ってくれ。遠坂はセイバーを使い魔だって言うけど、俺にはそうは思えない。
Oh, Shiro.
だって使い魔っていうのは猫とか鳥だろ。そりゃ人の幽霊を扱うやつもいるって言うけど、セイバーはちゃんと体がある。それにとても使い魔なんかに見えない。
I glance at Saber. Saber's quietly listening to our conversation. She looks just like a human being. I don't know her identity, but she's a girl about my age. Well, apparently she's 35, so... Yeah...
使い魔ね。まあサーバントはその分類ではあるけど、位置づけは段違いよ。何しろそこにいる彼女はね、使い魔としては最強とされるゴーストライナーなんだから。
ゴーストライナー。じゃあやっぱり幽霊ってことか。
Well, most servants are. Saber's... unique.
幽霊。似たようなものだけど、そんなもんと一緒にしたらセイバーに殺されるわよ。サーバントは受肉した過去の英雄、精霊に近い人間以上の存在なんだから。
はあ？受肉した過去の英雄。
そうよ。過去だろうが現代だろうが、とにかく死亡した伝説上の英雄をこう引っ張ってきてね、実体化させるのよ。
Okay, so Archer is future Shiro, right? But she says they can be pulled from the present as well. So... Could... Could technically... Let's say, I don't know, a gold medal, silver star, Medal of Honor recipient, or, someone similar, someone who you considered a hero, technically be pulled from, like, America? No, right? Because, like, they would have to, well, no, but Saber's not dead, technically. I think his present here is almost impossible because, almost impossible, but not 100% impossible. So it's not like, Also, actually, would they even work though? Because it's like there's no gunner class, so it's not like you could have like a military hero from like, Germany or the US or wherever, just have a gun. I guess you could put them in the archer class, maybe? But yeah, how would that work? I don't know.
まあ呼び出すまでがマスターの役割で、後の実体化は聖杯がしてくれるんだけどね。
Oh, there are...
魂を形にするなんてのは一介の魔術師には不可能だもの。ここは強力なアーティファクトの力におんぶしてもらうってわけ。
But they're Wild West era? Oh. Still, though, that's interesting. But You'd think the Grail would make a new like subclass, like gunner, and instead of just calling them archers. Cause like I don't know.
ちょっと待て。過去の英雄って。
Exactly how it sounds. I look over at Saber. Then she's a heroine from the past too? Gil and Shiro's. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I guess that's... To be fair, I guess Archer and Gil would probably be more dangerous than someone with a gun, right? At least to a degree. I mean, I guess a servant with a gun that would have a Noble Phantasm gun would still... I don't know. Well, it's true that nobody would dress like that now, but still.
そんなの不可能だ。そんな魔術聞いたことがない。
当然よ。これは魔術じゃないもの。あくまで聖杯による現象と考えなさい。そうでなければ魂を再現して固定化するなんてできるはずがない。
You know, I feel like I asked that same question when I went through Fate Route and we were getting this explanation. I feel like I asked that time too.
魂の再現って。じゃあそのサーバントは幽霊とは違うのか。
Not quite.
違うわ。人間であれ動物であれ機械であれ、偉大な功績を残すと輪廻の枠から外されて一段階上に昇華するって話聞いたことない？
Machines. Huh.
英霊っていうのはそういう連中よ。要するに崇め立て祀られて疑似的な神様になった者たちなんでしょうね。
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say what I was going to say.
高霊術とか口寄せとかそういう一般的な霊を扱う魔術は彼らの力の一部を借り受けて奇跡を起こすでしょ。
She was pretty much in almost every Fate series. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Of course. Actually, that reminds me. I saw a thing where Kiritsugu was an assassin in Fate Grand Order. But that doesn't make sense. Cause... yeah, I don't know.
けどこのサーバントっていうのは英霊本体を直接連れてきて使い魔にする。だから基本的には霊体としてそばにいるけど必要とあらば実体化させて戦わせられるってわけ。
その霊体と実体を使い分けられるってことか。さっき遠坂についてたやつが消えたのは霊体になったから。
Is there a special thing only related to specific circumstances of that arc of the game? Huh. But maybe... Are there other versions of Kiritsugu? Like, could Kiritsugu be summoned as, like, a caster? Because he's a magus? Or... I don't know. I don't know.
そう。今はここの家の屋根で外を見張ってるわ。さっきの戦いで分かったと思うけど、サーバントを倒せるのは同じ霊体であるサーバントだけなの。
Just that, okay.
そりゃ相手が実体化していればこっちの攻撃も当たるから、うまくすれば倒せるかもしれない。
Doubtful.
けど、サーバントはみんな怪物じみてるでしょ？ だから怪物の相手は怪物に任せて、マスターは後方支援をするっていうのがセオリーね。
Except for Shiro, like the badass he is. Going toe to toe. Well, okay, to be fair, he only beat Archer because Archer gave in. And was like, yeah, okay, you know what, fine. You win. But, you know, he beat Gil. Beat Gil fair and square. But I guess it's because Gil was underestimating him for the most part. So... yeah. I wonder what would be the most normal master-servant relation in the world. I mean, probably... if we go into Heaven's Feel, then probably Zoken with the true assassin would probably be the closest. Because I mean, I guess Caster with fake assassin would also kind of count, because she kind of just treats him as a tool. But he's stuck, so it's not like he really does anything. So. Tosika's explanation irritates me for some reason. She calls them monsters. I don't know about the other servants, but I don't want her to talk about Saber like that.
とにかくマスターになった人間は召喚したサーバントを使って他のマスターを倒さなければならない。そのあたりは理解できた？
Yeah.
言葉の上でなら。けど納得なんて言ってないぞ。そもそもそんな悪趣味なことを誰が何のために始めたんだ？
Shiro, you gotta learn to let things go, man.
それは私が知るべきことでもないし、答えてあげることでもない。そのあたりはいずれちゃんと聖杯戦争を監督しているやつに聞きなさい。私が教えてあげられるのはね、あなたはもう戦うしかなくて、サーバントは強力な使い魔だからうまく使えってことだけよ。
Yeah, we probably should, but we probably won't. Okay, skip. It's a bit windy now. Yeah, that was just us coming to the church and the talk and whatnot. It's a bit windy now. It must be partly because this place is on top of a hill. The wind is a bit stronger than normal and carries a sharp chill.
シロ、話は終わりましたか？
Oh, we're done. Oh, okay.
ああ、事情は嫌っていうほど思い知らされた。聖杯戦争のこともマスターのこともな。
それでは。
She comes closer and looks up at me. It's only natural for her to do so. Her fate is determined by my choice.
ああ、俺に務まるかどうかはわからないけど、マスターとして戦うって決めた。半人前な男で悪いんだけど、俺がマスターってことに納得してくれるか、セイバ
ー。納得するも何もありません。あなたは初めから私のマスターです。この身はあなたの剣になると誓ったではないですか。
Saber, you're lovely. You know that. Absolutely, absolutely lovely. That scene flashes through my mind.
そうだったな。セイバーがそう言ってくれると助かる。
Take a deep breath and look at Saber again.
それじゃあ握手しよう。これからよろしく、セイバー。
I extend my right hand. I don't care what relationship a master and his servant should have, nor do I know what I should be doing now. Yeah, it's. I feel like the friction between them and Faye is because he tried to treat her like a girl way too much, and it kind of made her uneasy. I feel like was the big issue there, but that's also what caused them to want to be with each other, or her wanting to be with him anyway. So it's like can't have one without the other. if this is the way things are going to be, I at least want our first greeting to be in style. A lot nicer than Kirisugu, huh?
セイバー、あれ、もしかして握手はダメか？
いいえ、そんなことはありません。ただ突然だったので驚きました。
Saber takes my hand as she says so. And
今一度誓いましょう。あなたの身に霊樹がある限り、この身はあなたの剣になると。
よくわからないけど頼む。
Damn it, Shiro. Saber's really serious, so I nod. Come to think of it, this is weird. We're under the winter night sky. Yeah. I'm shaking hands with the girl I just met, and we're talking like we're making a contract. I mean, you kinda are.
その分じゃ放っておいても良さそうね、あなたたち。
I quickly let go of her hand. Right? It's so good, man. Saber, I wonder if she would have been this loyal to Kirisugu if he'd used up all of his command spells. Because I know, like, I haven't seen Zero yet, but I know that he was very callous. I mean, they say it in FSN that he was kind of very callous towards her. So, I don't know if she would have just straight up killed him, but she definitely wouldn't have protected him. At least from what I understand of how their relationship worked. When I turn around, I see Tosca and the Knight in Red. Lol, not Lucy, yeah.
仲いいじゃない。さっきまでは話もしなかったのに大した変わりようね。何？セイバーのことは完全に信頼したってわけ？
Yeah, we're good.
いや、そういうわけじゃないけど、いや、そういうことになるのか。まだセイバーのことは何も知らないけど、これから一緒にやってくんだから。
Shiro, that sounds so weird.
そう。ならせいぜい気を張りなさい。あなたたちがそうなった以上、私たちも容赦しないから。
Huh? I tilt my head in wonder. For a brief moment, I don't get what she said.
あのね、私たち敵同士だって理解してる？
No, it doesn't.
ここまで連れてきてあげたのは、あなたがまだ敵にもなっていなかったからよ。けど、これでエミヤ君もマスターの一人でしょ？なら、やるべきことは一つしかないと思うけど。
I mean, now? Of all times? Shiro, never change. Even though you clearly do, given the man behind written there, but you know. Well, she's right, but...
なんでさ、俺、遠坂と喧嘩するつもりはないぞ。
Yeah.
はあ、やっぱりそうきたか。参ったな。これじゃあ連れてきた意味がないじゃない。
Tosika slumps her shoulders.
リン、
何？私がいいって言うまで口出しはしない約束でしょ？はーちゃん。
Shiro, I mean, Ren, why gotta be so mean to him?
それは承知しているが、このままでは拉致が開くまい。相手の覚悟など確かめるまでもない。倒しやすい敵がいるのなら遠慮なく叩くべきだ。
And talking about attacking them right in front of their faces is a brilliant plan. Absolutely, like mega mind level plan.
そんなこと言われなくても分かってるけど。
分かっているのなら行動に移せ。それとも何か？君はまたその男に情けをかけるのか？ まさかとは思うが、そういう事情ではあるまいな。
I don't think so, no.
そんなわけないでしょ。
Huh. Oh, the OGV. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
ただこいつには借りがあるじゃない。それを返さない限り気持ちよく戦えないだけよ。
また難儀な。では私は消えるぞ。借りとやらを返したのなら呼んでくれ。
Okay. No, rather, I just can't see him anymore. According to Tosca, servants are spirits. Saber says she cannot turn into spirit form, but I'm sure Tosca's servant can, since Tosca is a complete master. Well, that aside.
なあ遠坂、借りってもしかしてさっきのことか。
そうよ。形はどうあれエミヤ君はレイジを使ってセイバーを止めたでしょ。だから少しは遠慮してあげなくちゃバランスが悪いってこと。
バランスって妙なことにこだわるんだな遠坂は。
ええ、分かってるわ。こんなの心の贅肉だって理解してるわよ。けどしょうがないじゃない。私借りっぱなしって嫌いなんだから。
Yeah, it's a fatal flaw of yours, I suppose. She turns away.
けどこんなのは期間限定のサービスなんだから。明日になったら容赦しないから、せいぜいセーバーと作戦でも立てなさい。
つまりサービスは今日いっぱいってわけか。
Yeah, that's what she said.
そうよ。まあここまで連れてきたのは私だし。
Yeah, it'd be a bit mean to just attack him right here.
町に戻るぐらいまでは面倒見てあげるわ。
Yeah, Rin? Yeah? Tosca starts to walk without looking at us.
行きましょうシロ。彼女の言う通り、ここに長居するのは良くない。
I nod to Saber and follow Tosca. If I recall correctly, they get attacked by Berserk. Yeah, on the way back from here. So, but before we get into that, I'm gonna go do some. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. BRB, and then we'll get into the Berserker fight.